Happy Friday and welcome back to the latest edition of the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Rolling Tap Mobile Bars and Box Bar.
Thank you so much if you've come back for more. We love you. If you're new here, we love you too. Equally, thank you.
Right, now this is serious, okay? If you haven't given us a like, a subscribe, a review or a follow, please do it now. Don't think, meh, I won't bother doing it, because it does really make a difference. So please do it now.
I don't know where to start today.
I feel like we've got a lot to cover, a lot of ground to go over.
Let's start with a message about yesterday's podcast. We're talking about bee stings and getting stung, weren't we?
I thought you meant bee stings as in like getting a bee sting then. You know, when you in the army, you get a bee sting. But sorry, you mean a bee sting, don't you? Know what I mean?
Are you all right?
I don't know if I am.
In the army, you get a bee sting. What the hell is that?
Yeah, so when you're, if you're in the army or whatever, and they're like, right, get down and push 10, it's called you get a bee sting.
Okay.
Like, you know, like a beast, like a rah, a bee sting.
I know what a bee sting is. Do you think we're delirious because we were up so early?
I think maybe that's what it is.
Right, let's go back to the message.
Right, so this is from Rachel, who is a lovely regular listener to the podcast. She's put, just listen to your podcast. This was yesterday about stinging. I got stung at the cemetery. How weird's that?
Oh, another one.
Yeah, because I got stung also
at a cemetery
in a graveyard. Hers was by a wasp, not by a bee.
Hate wasps.
She was younger. It was on her face. I had a mark just under my eye that lasted for years until one day it disappeared. Oh. But imagine that. A mark that lasted for years from a wasp sting.
God, what is it about being stung near dead people?
I don't know. Maybe it is a bad
that a thing?
omen. I think it might be. She also put, P.S., loving it. I think she means the podcast. Listen on the way home from work every day.
God bless your soul.
Thank you, Rach.
Thank you, Rach. If you've got any bee sting stories, please keep sending them in.
Or any bee sting stories.
No, we don't want... No,
if you've been
I'm
beasted,
you're getting confused.
No, honestly, I swear to God, I'm not. So people say that, I've got a right bee sting today.
Are you sure?
I promise you that bee sting is a thing. It's when, like, your army sergeants make you get on the floor and do loads of exercise, or they get you up in the middle of the night and they go, right, you're getting a bee sting.
Yeah, okay. Bee sting. Mm-hmm. The process of subjecting a new recruit to harsh treatment in order to instill discipline.
There we go. It says bee sting and there's a bee sting.
Right, okay. Yeah, we're not talking about bee sting. A bee sting.
Yeah, but if you have got a bee sting story, then let us know.
Christ.
So Box Bar are our lovely sponsors of the podcast. Now I'm looking at the weather next week, right? Obviously it's been really nice. Next week, not going to be as nice. It's going to be rainy and grey. So what I'm thinking is, you know, if you're a bit out of your routine at the moment, next week, get back to your routine, get your fitness on.
What I love is that we've been like, well, when it's sunny, you like to work out. No, we're like, oh, it's raining. We like to work out when it's raining. We like to work out in any weather. But it's indoors.
It is indoors. I think that's the thing, isn't it? Sometimes when it's nice and sunny, you like to go and do a bit of a workout outside or a bit of a walk. But this is the perfect excuse. And also as well, Box Bar are offering your first session there for free.
Yeah, if you're a first timer, you can go along, try a class, don't have to pay a penny.
Yeah, this is the thing. You may as well go. And also what the lovely lady Sophie, who owns Box Bar, was saying is that a lot of people will book onto these classes and then get nervous and not actually turn up. Don't do that. Go along. We were like that, weren't we?
Oh, we were absolutely like that. But it's so nice and welcoming when you get in there. So if you want to have a go, just go for it. It's free. Go and try it. You will absolutely love it. All the details are at boxbar.co.uk. Right, full moon last night.
Yes. Now, did you... Well, I was going to say, did you see it? But actually, I had a message from Laura last night going, mate, we can't see the moon. She went, oh, forget that. Yes, we can. All in about the space of 2 minutes.
Rosie and I, my daughter, I was like, oh, Rosie, let's go and look at the moon. So we looked out of Grace's bedroom and we were like, oh, well, where is it? We can't see it. Went to the bathroom window. No moon. I was like, bloody hell. So I texted her, we can't see the moon. Anyway, then Rosie was like, is it behind that big tree? I was like, oh, it might be. So we went up to my bedroom, had a look out like the skylights.
Yeah.
Obviously saw the bloody great big moon, didn't we?
There it be.
Yeah, it was good actually.
It was good. It was a super moon, wasn't it, last night? Lots of people doing their full moon rituals.
Right, I want to know. Come on then. Did you put your money, mate? Did you do some sage?
I'll be honest, I had all the intentions yesterday.
Did you burn anyone's name and let it go into the atmosphere?
No. No. I couldn't be asked.
Just go to bed.
I did. Well, look, you and I were out last night, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on in the podcast. And honestly, I was done in. I got in, had to fake tan last night, and like just tidy up a bit. And I was like, can't be bothered to get me sage out. And yeah, I was like, I didn't even look for the moon, I'll be honest. But saying that, we got up very early this morning and we did see a bright orange full moon, and it was beautiful, wasn't it?
I didn't see that.
Did you not?
No.
So when I was driving to meet you this morning, it was literally there, massive, clear as day, bright orange.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it was lovely.
Did you get a photo?
No. Sorry about that.
Anyway, if you did a ritual, well done. You're a better person. Well, I didn't say I was going to. It's you.
I know. You're a better person than me. You're obviously not all talk like I am.
Rolling Tap mobile bars are one of our lovely sponsors of the podcast. And Richard, who owns it, messaged me yesterday. Now, I'm going to read this to you, and I want you to explain what it is.
Okay.
He said, could we mention that a huge part of the offering we do is draft lager / craft, please? So I was like, okay, draft lager, get it. What's draft craft? What's a draft craft? Hang on. Is it a craft beer?
It's a craft beer,
Right.
yeah. That's all the rage, isn't it, these days?
Or draft craft, as some would say.
Draft craft.
Draft craft?
Yeah, oh God, Richard's going to hear this and be cringing, isn't he? Do you think that the guys there probably think that we're talking about
Yes.
cocktails and
Yes.
rosé way? To which he's like, listen, we do other stuff.
We do beer too.
Yeah, so there you go. For any guys listening, or actually any girls who like a beer. Yeah. We were out last night, saw a bird with a pint, didn't we? Do you remember?
No.
Do you not remember?
A bird with a pint?
Yeah. We did.
No, I don't remember that.
I thought you were looking at her. Yeah, I had a good look at her. So yeah, if you do like a pint or a craft or a draft, then they do that as well, don't they?
Yeah, they've got a new reel actually on their Instagram. So please go and have a look. Give them a follow. It's Rolling Tap Mobile Bars.
So this morning we have been up very, very early.
Aren't we going to talk about that a little bit later on?
Yeah, let's.
Last night, we're delirious because we've been up so early.
Yeah, I can't cope.
What is wrong with us?
I know.
This is bad. Right, so yesterday we had to go and do like a little bit of work at a lovely pub in a village.
What are you laughing for already? I can tell you're going to go.
And so basically we're doing like a little bit of like social media, aren't we, for a Michelin starred chef who is called Chris, who is fast becoming my favourite person.
You're a massive fan of Chris's at the moment, aren't you?
Well, listen, he's so obsessed with food,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not. Like, I am literally not. If I could take a tablet every day, which meant I didn't have to eat food, I can't be asked with cooking.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. Like most of the thoughts in my head in the day revolve around what I'm going to eat.
Yeah, I'm just not like that
God,
at
I love
all.
food.
Anyway, so and he's very, very kind, isn't he? He's very nice
He
to
is.
us. Well, in the morning, I had a sneak peek at his allotment, and it was great.
Is that code for
I got
something?
a free lettuce.
Again, is that code for something?
No, it was great. And he was pulling out carrots that he'd grown. I mean, I'm not even joking. This allotment is bougie as fuck, mate.
Yeah, also, allotments and like growing your own is kind of your thing, isn't it? It's a bit of you.
This is a Michelin. We're going for a green Michelin. I say we, like I'm part of this now. But this is a veg garden of dreams.
Oh yeah, if you think about like a normal little allotment patch,
not
this
that.
is not like that. It's in a big stately home.
Yeah.
It's massive. It's beautiful.
Yeah, he was pulling up carrots, and I'm not going to lie, I got a little bit turned on.
Laura goes, she showed me the video later. She went, look at this. She went, it's orgasmic.
It's when you pull up a weed and you get it from the roots, isn't there? The feeling is like.
Also the sound, that crunching
Well, he pulled
sound.
these carrots up. They were long carrots. I was like, pull up another one, Chris.
Do it slowly, Chris. Yeah. And also something about it, like all the soil on it and the smell of those fresh vegetables
Yeah.
coming up.
It's allotment porn. That's what it is.
Bloody isn't it?
I tell you what, I mean, I had the time of my life. I had the best hour ever. I'm not going to lie. When he gave me the lettuce at the end, I was like, oh, God, thanks.
A little whimper escaped your lips.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
Anyway, then fast forward. He went back in the evening and we kind of had a bit of a private session of him showing us about cooking, right? Well, now we hadn't had a long day, but we'd had a day. And, oh God, we try and be professional, right? We're just not, are we?
No, we're
At
not.
all.
No.
So...
I think Chris quite likes it though. I think he thinks, oh, where they bloody are, these pair.
So he goes up. So in his kind of pub/restaurant, he's got a secondary kitchen upstairs. So we go upstairs. We've never been in this kitchen, have we?
No, it's a prep kitchen,
So
isn't it?
first of all, we were like, it's not a secret kitchen. He shows us the fridge first of all, and he's like, oh, we've got this, we've got that, we've got this. We were only in there for about 90 seconds, and Becky went, I've got to get out, I've got to get out, I've got to get out. I was like, what is wrong with you?
It was one of those big, really cold walk-in fridges.
Was it that cold?
Mate, I was chuffing freezing in there. And I was trying to like, obviously, well, I was interested in what was in because there's lovely like pies and lovely food and stuff in there and arancini balls and stuff. But honestly, I couldn't concentrate anymore. I was like, I've got to get out. I'm sorry, Chris.
So we're kind of like, he's talking us through like these courgettes. They were yellow. I mean,
Never seen a yellow courgette before.
Yeah, I was like, what's the difference between a yellow green courgette and a green courgette?
And it was like we were just like a couple of right thickos in there and he was trying to educate us.
He was showing you how to chop, Becky. I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
No, but good tips.
Yeah.
He was feeding us herbs as well, wasn't it? All these weird
he gave
herbs.
me something, he went, have that. I went, what's this? He went, it's a salty finger. I was like, oh God. And I went, you having me on? Because I don't know if he's taking the piss. I was like, is it? And he went, yeah, try it. I was like, right, okay. Then you were like, oh, I've never, what did you say?
I've never had a salty finger before. And then we were giggling, weren't we?
Oh God, then he gave us this thing. Okay, it was about the size of a what?
Which thing was it? I can't remember.
Where he's like, guess what this is?
Oh, it was kind of
like ping pong ball.
Yeah.
So it was green, and he was like, you know, what do you think it is? You said a gooseberry.
Yeah, I don't have a clue. I was like, I don't know.
I was like, oh, a melon? It's a fucking walnut.
I've never seen a green walnut before, have you? And bless Chris, he's there literally going, girls, this is a walnut, really trying to educate us. And we're just falling about laughing, aren't we?
I was like, you said gooseberry. Like, oh, you said melon. I was like, and then he was going to like get a syringe and inject the walnut. I was like,
sounds an effort, that, doesn't it? I tell you the funniest bit though as well, right, is these carrots that you'd pulled up earlier in the day with you from his allotment. He pulled them out, didn't he? There was one funny shaped one with like all legs coming off it and stuff, and then like one tiny little one. Laura literally gets both of them and goes, oh, look, it's the mummy carrot with a little baby carrot coming out of its foo-foo. And you actually did the actions with these two carrots. And there he is, this Michelin-starred chef, just looking at us as if like, what the hell is going on here with these two?
Oh, anyway, he basically was like, I'm just going to put something together. So we kind of watched him doing this like courgette tart. Is it courgette? It
was like a sort of courgette goat's cheese tart.
Yeah. And then like we kind of like went back into the restaurant. Well, we couldn't eat that tart quick enough, could we?
And he was literally like, I'm not very happy with that. It's just something I threw together. It was heaven.
Like, oh my God, wasn't it? It was delicious. So yeah, I mean, he's great. And then he gave us his cookbook.
I know. He is so lovely, isn't he?
If you aren't from Derbyshire and you ever come to Derbyshire, go to the Tickled Trout in Barlow because it's a treat.
Yeah, you'll be looked after, and the food and the booze, to be fair, it's just divine, isn't it? The pale rosé there.
Hello.
Jesus. I don't even know what we're laughing at.
Okay, right. Do you? Right, what's going on in the world?
Just quickly, when are we going to do our sunrise? I'm just looking at our list here.
Oh, we didn't put it down. You want to do it now?
Yeah, let's, shall we?
Well, we watched the sunrise. Watch the sunrise.
We're up really early.
So, I was going to bring a flask of coffee. You were bringing the croissant and orange juice.
Hang on, whoa. Let's rewind. What time were our alarms set for, first
10 to
of all?
5 mine was.
10 to 5 as well.
I don't know what, I fucking pinged out of bed.
Yeah, you said this to me.
Yeah, awake, off I went. Yeah, it was great. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Did you?
When my alarm first went off, I thought, no. I thought it can't be. I thought that's a really short sleep. But then actually I was kind of like, I was up because I was excited to go and see the sunrise.
Yeah, so I had to bring the coffee. You had to bring the croissant and OJ. I hate my coffee machine I've got in my house. I hate it. It hates me. We don't get on well. But I thought, no, I'm going to use it. It was early in the morning. Took me about 15 minutes to make this glass of coffee. Merrily went out the door, got to where I was meeting you, forgot the fucking coffee.
So I get in the car and Laura's like, mate, I forgot the coffee.
And you went, no.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
We know it's like when you get up really early, you look forward to that first
honestly,
sip of coffee.
I didn't have time to go back and get it. So I was like, oh. But actually, do you know what? We've got a coffee now, so it's fine.
We're all good, yeah. And actually, we had orange juice. We had some nice warm croissants. But then we went up to somewhere called Kerber Edge in the Peak District. Lovely, lovely views. And the sunrise was insane, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, beautiful.
The sky was all pink and it was just, it was a lovely day for it. So then we sat there once the sun had sort of risen and we'd sort of sat there and watched it come up. We were like, oh, we should tuck into our croissants then and our orange juice. And we were really looking forward to this, especially because we hadn't got the coffee. So then I was like, right, got the butter out, got the hot croissants out. I'd forgotten a blooming knife.
You went, oh, no, mate.
And I was like, is there a stick anywhere we can use? I was that desperate. I was like, is there a little stick lying anywhere we can use to spread the butter on our croissants?
So, yeah, we were coffeeless and knifeless.
Yeah.
But very nice sunrise. I'm glad we did it. This is why we're recording this so early.
Yeah, so we're actually in recording this at 7:30 in the morning, which is why we're a bit delirious. But do you know what? If you're looking to do something a little bit different, you want to feel alive, I would highly recommend getting up early. You can do it with the kids as well. We took the kids last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Go and see a sunrise. It's so nice.
Yeah, people weren't really up when we got there, but by 6 o'clock, lots of dog walkers out and about, and you feel a bit smug, don't you?
You do, yeah.
Right, what's going on in the world? Oh, you right? Actually,
yeah. Oh, God. This getting up early, I don't think it suits us, does it? We're all over the place.
We used to do a breakfast show, mate. We used to do this every day.
How did we do it?
I mean, before we did our show together, when we did the other breakfast show, not together, but we both did it at some point, we had to get up so early. I don't know how I did that.
We used to be up at about 4:30 every
also,
morning.
the lovely Ricky that we did the show with, he got up at 3 o'clock every morning. And what I loved is he lived miles away and he drove, right, to the breakfast show. We both used to get in after him.
And we lived really near.
I honestly lived 65 seconds away. I timed myself once. He's like there from 5:20.
As well, do you remember that he always used to be really clean and fresh and smelling amazing in the morning? We're going like trolls. We're like, morning. Like in our pajamas that we'd slept in, morning. And he'd be like, morning, all clean and fresh and awake.
And then, right, when you finish the show, I mean, I had to do a few bits and bobs. He'd go and do other radio shows. I'd be like, how'd you do it?
Honestly, I don't know where he got his energy from, but fair
God
play.
Bless him. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
He is.
Isn't he?
And the cleanest.
We love you, Ricky. Right, what's going on in the world? Kim K, go on, you tell me.
So I was just looking on the Mail online, and I mean, we're a bit obsessed with the Kardashians, aren't we? And also, I have to say, I am loving Kim's vibe at the moment. Mm-hmm. I'm all over. I like single Kim. Obviously, she's not with Kanye anymore, since split with Pete as well. I think she looks great. She's very comfortable in her own skin. I'm all about it. Anyway, it was Kylie Jenner's 25th birthday party, so obviously they all went round to her house, whatever. Some videos have come out on social media of said party. Kim Kardashian... Oh, actually, they're on a boat. Sorry, they're not at her house. They're on a boat. Anyway, Kim Kardashian's looking fit in an orange dress. They all do shots, right?
Yeah.
Kim can't do her shot.
Right.
She spits it out.
Oh, does she?
And I quite like this.
Well, you're crap at doing shots.
I am the worst person in the world. I can't down a shot in one go. It takes me about 4 or 5 big gulps. But also, I don't really enjoy doing them.
No, I mean, I don't mind the odd shot of limoncello. It's quite fun.
Yeah.
But I don't like shots. And you're like, oh. I remember once when I was in Magaluf on my first girly holiday, all we did was shots. We had 10 shots of tequila lined up in front of us, right? I think I got to number 5. I think I did really well. Got to number 6, chugged it, right? I swallowed and I thought, oh, no, that's not going down. That is not going down. It just stuck in my throat. And I just had to go, what?
See, I would die. If I had that many shots, I'd just shrivel up and I'd die.
I can't believe I did that, actually. I wouldn't be able to do that now.
I can't picture you
Do you
doing
remember when we
that.
were at my sister's house party last year? And she was like, do a shot. My sister can be quite forceful. She's like, shots. And we're like, okay. Like kind of pretended to shot and just lobbed it in the sink.
Yeah, so what we do, if we don't want to do a shot, we'll stand there and go, yeah, shots, we're in, we're hardcore. Cheers. And we chuck it over our shoulder, don't we?
Yeah, just lob it over your shoulder.
I've done that many times in bars and clubs. So I've just like lobbed it, and God knows where it goes over my shoulder, but I've just lobbed it.
Have you ever done a Jaeger bomb?
Yes.
Fucking hell, that's Red Bull. That's not
I know.
good for your heart, is it?
No,
Red
it gives you
Bull?
heart palpitations. But I don't want to be forced to do a shot. I don't enjoy doing shots. I don't like getting that drunk where I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't like, I basically then I'm sick and I have to go home. So what's the point of me doing shots and it ruining the night?
It's the being sick. I can't stand it.
Oh, mate, it's just not for me. A little shot of limoncello with you, yes. Anything more than that, a tequila, a Jaeger bomb, a sambuca, no.
Right, mate. Oh, bloody hell.
Yesterday was one of my funniest days with you, I think.
We can't just go out and do something normally, like a normal human being. Just like, do, yeah, do that, blah, blah, do that. Okay, bye, love. It literally is like we are... Well, I don't know. We just can't cope with normal life.
I tell you what it's like. It's almost like we've never been out the house before. We've never experienced these things before. But... it'd be dull, wouldn't it, if it was normal, Law?
Well, we went to get our eyelashes laminated yesterday. And...
should we give her a mention?
Oh, yes.
Let me get her actual name. It's lovely Zoe.
Zoe Boast. What a great surname, by the way.
What a great surname. Lash Me by Zoe on Instagram. She's brilliant.
So, well, first of all, Becky was like, do you want to come with me? I was like, yep. And they're like, you need to go for a patch test. I was like, okay, cool. So I went for the patch test. Fine, you were away when I went for the patch test. So we're driving there yesterday. I take a turn and Becky's like, well, where are you going? And I'm like, well, I'm going to the place that had my lash test. And you went, where did you go? I basically walked into this random lash place and went, I'm here for a patch test. Had a patch test. It was the wrong place. You were like, it's not there. I was like, oh.
I can't believe this actually happened. But they just gave you one.
Yeah.
They asked no questions and literally just gave Laura a patch test.
Yeah, and then I walked out. I was like, anyways, I went to the wrong place. So anyway, we got to the lash place,
the proper place.
Walked out. Well, you say that, babe.
Walked
over. Just before we went in, you went, I don't know if this is it. Wrong place.
Can I just say, we hadn't been to this salon before, so I thought it was somewhere else. It was like just up the road from this place. And we were stood there like a right couple of lemons, weren't we? They were all looking at us from the salon. We were like, oh, it's the wrong one.
So we find the right place. We walk in. There's two girls there. One of them is Zoe. The other one I thought worked there. So,
I thought she worked there.
Yeah, I was like, hiya. She's like, hi. And I looked at this customer and went, hiya. And she literally didn't say anything, did she?
No.
In fact, she didn't look very happy. She didn't look very nice. I was a bit like, you look a bit miserable if you work here.
What if she's listening to this?
She didn't work there. Well, she won't be.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, so she left. And then, God, I don't even know what happened. But from then on, I don't know what happened to you.
I think I lost the plot.
She went, which one of you is going to go first? And I was like, do you want to go first? She went, no, you go first. I was like, okay. So you have to lie down. It's a bit like a reclining sofa chair, isn't it?
Yeah.
So lay down on that. And then all she said was, right. And I went, so what's actually happening? What am I having here? And she's like, we're just going to laminate your lashes, blah, blah, blah. She went, you have to keep your eyes closed, though, for about 15 minutes.
Well, they put like a tint and a perm dye on it, don't they? So if you open your eyes in that time, it's going to really sting your eyes. So you have to keep them closed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like you do every night when you go to sleep, right? Quite easy to keep your eyes closed. You start going, whoa, what happens if you open your eyes? I'm lying there thinking, shut up. Like, I just need to close my eyes. You're making me panic. You're like, oh. And then Becky starts practicing closing her eyes. And she's like, I just want to keep opening them.
I don't know what happened. I had a real freak out. I think it was the fact that I was not allowed to open my eyes. I started thinking, but what if I need to? And when someone says you can't do something, you automatically want to do it.
No, I don't. Becky, I don't. If someone's doing my eyelashes, she's like, close your eyes. I just close my eyes. I don't think...
I got in my head with it yesterday. And literally, as you were lying there having yours done, I was sat on this like waiting sofa.
Oh, no. Oh, God. And then her phone rings. She's like, oh, no. Ring. Hello. And it just pisses off out of the shop. I'm left there just lying there on my own. Like,
say what Zoe said.
so as you're outside chatting away on your phone, she goes, "It's a lot calmer without her in here, isn't it?" I was like, "Yeah, it bloody is, yeah." So anyway, I managed to keep my eyes closed.
Hey, well done.
Thanks,
well
for 12
done.
minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's your turn. And I've just had mine done. You've witnessed that it's quite easy. So oh my God. And so you lie down on the chair and you literally start freaking out. And you went, do some people have panic attacks when this happens? If they do, what do they say? Do they say, "Get off"? And I'm like, and you went, "I feel a bit funny. And then you were like, I'm going to put a podcast on. Bear in mind, there are other people around. I'm just going to put a podcast on and put it out loud so I can listen to it. So I literally sat there like, oh my God. So you put on a podcast. I can see you're like, oh, I feel a bit funny. I went, "Would you like me to hold your hand?" You're like, "Yes, please." So I'm sat there holding your hand. You put a podcast on that's basically about lesbian porn. So this is someone going, "Yeah, I went to this place and it was great. There's lots of women around." And I was like, "Is there penetration happening?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what is that? You said you were going to put a meditation podcast on." She's like, "Yeah, so it's just like the best hour of my life. It's just women stroking each other. It's great." And I was like,
I didn't realise that's what it was going to be, but her voice, it was soothing me. So I thought, "Do you know what? I'm just going to..."
yeah. And then you were like, "Can you turn the podcast off, please?" I was like, "Okay."
Well, I couldn't see to switch off because I could hear her talking about all this like penetration and willies and things. And I thought, "Oh God, I better turn this off."
So anyway, after about, I'd say 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you realised that you weren't in that much danger and it was actually quite relaxing.
Well, you were holding my hand at this one, but it was obviously a very hot day and our hands were getting a bit sweaty. So "I'm all right now, love. I mean, you can stop holding my hand." And I turned the podcast off and then I was absolutely fine.
Absolutely fine. I've never known it. And then, so that all finishes. We've got our eyelashes done. We leave. It's on a really busy road and on a really busy crossroads as well, right? So we press the button and the green man wasn't flashing.
Yeah.
It was just like, I think the lights had gone red, but there wasn't the green man flashing. You went, "Come on then." I was like, "I'm not crossing this road now. We're going to die and get run over." I was like, "You won't lie down in a chair and have your eyelashes permed, but oh no, come on, let's cross a fucking massive busy crossroads." Yeah. Suddenly we've got brave Becky.
I know. I'm one extreme to the other, aren't I? Oh, what a day. What a day.
What a day. But yeah, well done for being really brave.
Thanks, love. Thanks.
Right. I've got stuff to do. You've got stuff to do.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's 12 minutes past 8
know,
and we've
check
finished the
us
podcast.
out.
I love it. Have a lovely weekend, whatever you're up to.
Yeah, enjoy the sunshine. And we'll be back Monday, won't we?
We will indeed.
Back on Monday.